Tell me a little more about efficiency. It feels like that's a very central part of your entrepreneurial bet, right? You feel like efficiency is a huge value creation mechanism, right?
Yes.
What does it mean to be more efficient?
It's usually into the details. So for me, the way I see the thing is that we do management software, do some management software. The way I see the thing is that it's not a software for managers. It's a software for every user in the company. It's a software for the cashier, for the recruiter, for the HR, for the accountant. And so in a way, efficiency is when every one of your employees gets more efficient. It's like productivity tools for every single person in the company.
Right.
That's what matters at the end. Because the strength of the company is the sum of its people.
Right.
And if they are each faster because they have good tools, then the company gets better.
And you don't think that adding a sort of toolkit, software-based toolkit, increases the inefficiency in the shorter run because people have to learn those tools? Or do you find that to be an obstacle with the Indian market?
It depends on the software, of course.
Right.
If the software are easier, like using email, do you feel it's
it's pretty
it's
easy.
improving?
Yeah,
It's very easy. It improves efficiency. If you don't have email, it's super slow. And it's the same for everything. So if the software is very simple and mature, you don't lose that much time.
Right.
So it depends. Some software are complex, some use cases are complex, some use cases are easy. So it's all about picking the quick wins. There are things where you can easily change. Digital signature, super easy.
Right.
You start right away. CRM, very easy. You start right away. Automating your accounting, quite easy. Not very easy because you have to teach.
Some manual entries.
But with artificial intelligence, 98% of the invoice are scanned automatically. You don't need to record. Connection with the bank, you don't need to record the bank transaction. So the learning time is quickly win by the fact that you don't have to record all these documents anymore. So it depends. It's case by case. But the technology becomes so mature that the win now is very often very big.
Right. And as a business owner or somebody looking to build a business, most people either work in businesses or, how much am I making? Like, what is the value I'm creating by being more efficient? Is it like a 50% boost? Is it like 20%, 100%? How much better can I be if I'm more efficient?
It depends on the job.
Okay.
On a content recruiter, as I said, it's quickly 50%.
Right.
On worker in the warehouse, he has to move box. Doesn't change that much.
Right.
Whatever the software, you will move less the box. So from the reception to the delivery, maybe you will move it only 3 times instead of 5 because you have a better organized warehouse.
Right.
But you won't save that much.
Right.
To record podcasts, you will save nothing. But for the administrative part, you will save. So it's really case by case.
Case by case.
But often in most companies, let's say small companies, 10 employees, you can save 20-30% of the time, which is huge. It's like 3 full-time employees that can use their time to do things that are more useful.
Right.
And, for me, it's not only about efficiency. It's about giving a good environment for your employees. I mean, you want your employees to have great tools. You want them to be happy. You want them to have an impact, use their time to do things that matter. You don't want them to record data in the system, to do some follow-up that are not useful, to do administrative tasks. They won't be happy if most of the time is on that. So it's also about giving great tools to your people.
Right. And do great tools also entail them looking nice? Is that a concern you found in India?
I think it's very important also for the motivation of
Okay.
the people. Imagine a mechanic, someone who fixes car.
Right.
Imagine the perfect mechanic. He loves his job. I mean, you can give him a shitty cars, he will fix it in 30 minutes. Just by the ear of the engine, he can tell you what's wrong.
Right.
So imagine this great mechanic, he loves his job. And now imagine that he doesn't have tool. He have nothing to unscrew, nothing to lift the car, nothing to repair. He could be the best mechanic in the world. If he doesn't have tool, he's going to be frustrated.
Right.
Because the thing he used to do in 30 minutes, he will have to do it in 4 hours.
Right.
And everyone wants to contribute. Everyone wants to be efficient. So if he is not efficient, he will suffer from that and he won't be happy, even though he loves his job. And that's why tools are super important.
Very interesting. Very interesting. At this point, you manage a unicorn, right? It's a $1 billion company. You've managed to expand to several countries, and But how? I'm thinking from the lens of somebody who's trying to understand by osmosis, by listening to us, how they would think about their potential entrepreneurial activities, right? And I'm trying to ask, is the choice to do this a strategic one, or is it something you fell into?
I think it didn't change. So what drives me, I always wanted to do things that are useful.
Right.
And my area of expertise is management businesses. And so even when I was alone, what I wanted to do is just do good software for my clients. And so it evolved. Now I have 5,000, close to 5,000 people. But the mindset is always the same. We want to offer good tool to the people. And part of the success of Odoo is we didn't lose the mindset. You know, when companies grow, they start to defocus themselves, to do a lot of activities. We always focused on what's good for our user. How can we help them save more time? How can we help them automate more things? And because we focused on that for years and years and years, then we become big. So the mindset has always been the same.
Okay. But if I was like a 20-year-old listening to Fabien talk right now, how would I go about looking for opportunity to build?
Being an entrepreneur is very hard.
Right.
You will have very tough times.
Right.
And if you want to survive during these tough times, you have to be extremely motivated.
Right.
Because it's hard. So usually what worked for me is that I did what I liked. Do what you like. If you do what you like, then you will have the energy, you will spend a lot of time, you will on it, and it's gonna be good. But you have to do something you love.
Very interesting. I feel like
it doesn't start with the business, you know. If you
Right.
say I want to create a business, no. Do something you love, and the business is a side effect of doing something great.
very interesting. So follow your instinct in a certain way is where you take me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did the same path.
Yeah,
you
I feel
you
like-
did podcast because you loved it,
Right.
not because you wanted to build a business.
Right.
And because the podcast became big, then you started thinking about the business.
Right.
But it has to start by having an impact, doing something you love, because otherwise, how can you spend 12 hours a day if you don't love what you do?
Right.
And you need to do that in order to start a company.
Guys, if you're interested in more content like this where it actually makes you think and explore how you think inside your head, dude, subscribe, man.